this is really crooked. Let me know how you're doing. I'm just gonna let people come on. Yeah, I had a little break last week. I went on holiday with my boyfriend, so now I'm back. And you're gonna get a close-up of a kitty soon, I have a feeling. If the camera falls down, hold on. What you can't see here, let me just show you. Got these two troublemakers coming to say hi. They were very interested in the camera. I was a little bit afraid that they were gonna throw it down. Okay, so what I will be teaching today. First of all, 32 counts, 2 walls, West Coast swing style. The music is the kind of music that will trick you a little bit because it's got that kind of obviously smooth, but really smooth, groovy style. You want to just chill back. Hi, Tove. But it's quite fast paced. Hi, Hannah. So there are a lot of small steps in there. There's a lot of syncopation. So even though it's only 32 compared to my last teach, which was Come Alive, I need to move away from the Rachel dances, I think. I think we'll still need all the time that we can get. All right. So just 32 counts this time. Let's go. If I come running frantically, it's just because of the 2 fur babies we recently adopted, Noah and Charlie, and they're all over the place. So let me know if there's any problems if you can't see me. Otherwise, just give me a thumbs up if everything is good. So weight is on the left foot. You're going to start by stepping diagonally forward with your right. You're going to step forward together. That's 1, 2. Quite simple. Alrighty, for these first 2 counts, you got a styling option. Actually, it's not an option because you got to do one or the other. But it's an option between 2 things. There is no option of doing nothing. So the first thing is you can either do a body roll from your hips going up, so you kind of go roll it up. The other option is you roll the hips counterclockwise, so that's that way. When you step forward, you roll back together. Okay? So that's 1, 2, regardless of what you're doing. Also, I should say that my better half, you might be able to hear it, is mowing the lawn. So if you hear swear words or whatnots, it's not coming from me. Hey, boo! Alright, so let's do this again, either with the body roll or the hip roll. Hey, Lisa. So we step diagonally forward and we roll 1, 2. And we're going to do a little roll around. I'm just going to step to the side a little bit. We did our step together. We're going to step to the side, boom. Then we're going to step 1/8 over our left shoulder, stepping the left back. So you kind of almost lock in. You're going to keep turning 1/8, stepping the right back. So we step a 1/4 turn in total. Then you're going to step a 1/2 turn, keep turning over your left shoulder, stepping the left foot forward. Boom. So let's do that again. CBA is canceled? Really? Oh, I guess I can see why. So we step together here, 1, 2. And it's going to be 3 and 4 and. I think we made it to end. So you're going to go right, back, back, forward. 3 and 4 and. See, that's why I step to the side. Because I'm... Hola, Daniel. ¿Cómo estás? So that's 3 and 4 and. You step that left foot forward. You're going to turn a 1/4 turn facing back to 12 o'clock. You're going to kind of launch out to the right side. Here. 3 and 4 and 5. When you recover onto that left foot for 6, you can just recover if you want, or you can kind of do a ripple through the body. So you kind of lean, recover with the side first. Woo. So instead of it just being launch out, recover, you ripple through the body to come back. But let me tell you, it looks super cool when Rachel does it, don't get me wrong. You do not have a lot of time for that ripple, Okay, just to warn you, it'd be awesome if you do it, but just make sure you do it fast. Let's do all of this again. Step diagonally forward, roll the hips or body roll. Just gonna go as far to the side as I can here. 7, 8 is 1, 2, side, 3, back, back, half, launch, ripple. That's 5, 6. Oh, hold on. I have a tilted Coke bottle here. Sorry about that. So 5, 6. You're going to do a jazz box quarter turn. You're going to cross over 7 quarter and collect 8. So that right foot is next to the left. It's not stepping to the side. Hey, Rhoda. So after you did your launch here for 5, ripple, 6, jazz box quarter, 7, and 8. Weight is on that right foot. Let's do these 8 counts one more time. So lots of tiny steps, lots of syncopations. I'll go as far to the side as I can. Right foot leading, 7, 8, roll, 1, 2, side, back, back, half, launch, ripple, jazz, quarter, collect, 7 and 8. Let's do it with the counts. 7, 8, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Are we good? Give me some thumbs up. Hi, Eva. We see Simone. Hey, Debbie. I love this dance too, which I should have said in the beginning. Not that I love this dance, but I do. This is actually still a class favorite. In the new line class that I'm dancing in, the people that learned it originally, this is one of those dances that haven't died out yet. So I just thought, even though it's not on your request list, maybe you didn't know it existed, and you should get a chance to learn it. So just remember, because I don't have a lot of space, once you've done your whole turn, remember when you do the quarter turn, get into your launch. I kind of just have to do, okay? So this is my step. If you have more space, get into your launch so you can get into that ripple. All right, let's do it one more time to be absolutely sure. Diagonally forward with the right foot. 7, 8, it's 1, 2, side, 3, back, back, half, launch, ripple, jazz, quarter, collect, 7 and 8, and 1. Not a snap. That was the sign for kitty get off the table. And 1, step lock, right, left, right. So you're gonna step left forward, lock the right foot behind, and 1. When you do that, prep the body over the left shoulder so you can do a full unwind over your right shoulder. And it's not a spiral like I just did. You gotta unwind and the weight's gotta end on your right foot. So let's do that again for me, because that was poorly demonstrated. So you did your jazz box, 7 and 8. Step lock, and 1, turn 2. Weight is on that right foot. You're gonna run, left, right, but think of it as boogie walks. So kind of push the knees out and bring the hip with you. Boogie, boogie. Left, right. 3 and. You're gonna mambo step, but it's gonna be a mambo point back. 4 and 5. I'm not sure about the counts, but it doesn't matter. We've turned 1 and 1, 2. Boogie. 3 and mambo, 4 and 5, half turn, and in the step sheet it says once you do your half turn, weight is evenly distributed between left and right foot, but I always tend to lean more back on the right foot, which also makes sense in terms of the next step coming. Okay, let's do this again because there's a lot. You're okay to stick around for the cats, Annika. There's a lot of itty bitty steps here. Let's just do it from the step block. So left, right, 7, 8, and 1. Turn 2, boogie. 3 and mambo, 4 and point, 5. And you're gonna shimmy the shoulders for 6, and then you're gonna booty roll. So basically you push your booty out and you're gonna roll it back up, woo, and do it again, woo. So you got one full count. You got one full count to do these booty rolls. You do your shimmy, 6, and roll, roll. So it's not like a full-on woo, like JP probably would do it, but just like a nice little booty. And I don't want to hear comments about you not having a nice little booty or anything. It's a booty roll that's nice and little, okay? Hi, Connie. Let's do these 8 counts again. I've used the word booty far too many times already. Step lock, left, right, 7, 8, and 1. Wait, right, boogie, 3, and mambo, 4, and point, 5, and shimmy, 6, boogie, 7, 8. Even if you're not, after you do your point turn, if you're not back on that right foot, if you're evenly distributed, like it says in the step sheet, when you do the booty, make sure that weight is dominantly on that right foot, okay? Once again, hey Russell, you just came for the booty, didn't you? I should stop talking now. Let's do this from the very beginning with a hip roll. Right foot stepping diagonally forward, 7, 8, roll 1, to the side, 3, back, back, half lunge, ripple, jazz, 7, and step, lock, 1, 2, boogie, 3, and mambo, 4, and point, 5, and shimmy, booty, 7, 8. How'd you do? Let me slow that down a little bit. I gotta tell you, it's a little bit faster than the pace that I just did, but we'll slow it down to make sure we got all those small steps. One more time. Actually, let's make it 2 more times. 1 with the cueing, and then 1 more just with the counts. 7, 8, roll 1, side, back, back, half, and lunge. Ripple, jazz, 7, step, lock, and 1. Boogie, 3, and mambo, 4, point, turn, shimmy, booty, 7, 8. And I didn't slow it down at all, so let's see if I can manage to slow it down on the counts. Alright, meanwhile, after these counts, I'm going to take a sip to drink. It's just lemonade, and you can let me know how you're doing. 7, 8, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Alright. Give me thumbs up, crying smileys, or something else. Just to let me know how you're doing. Cool. Hey, Carolyn. I think that was your face I saw in the thumbs up. Alright. Loads of love. Yay. Cool. We're halfway there already. Woo. So, we were facing 9 o'clock. We just did the little roll here. Weight is on that right foot. You're going to do ball, walk, walk. So collect that left foot and walk right, left, 1, 2. You're going to do a mambo step. No pointing with the right foot. 3 and 4. You're going to step the left foot back, and now you're going to point the right. 5. Turn a quarter turn. 6. When you turn this quarter turn, really, 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 really prep your body. So you're going to do point, prep. Like as far right as you can go. Okay? Let's do all of that one more time before we get into the next bit. So weight was on that right foot. Ball walk. 7, 8, and walk. 1, mambo right. 3 and 4, back, point, turn. Now we're going to turn, technically, 2.5 turn, something like that. So we've prepped all the way we could go. We're going to turn quarter, half, half, half. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe another half. So we're going to turn quarter, half, 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 half. It was another half. And then we're actually going to do another quarter drill. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, in the step sheet, it says when you do the second half, to give you speed, because it's quite fast-paced, you close, like you collect the feet. So once you've done the point and the prep, you do quarter. When you do the half turn, this half turn, you collect your right foot, boom. And then you do half, half, half. Okay? Got all these little hairs in my face. If you don't want to turn that much, there is a simplified version, which is quarter, half, half. So you skip a full turn. So you do 7 and 8. Quarter, half, half. If you want to go full on with the turns, it's and 7 and 8 and. Okay? So we just did point the right back, 5, 6 with all the preps. Ooh, cool. And we're going to turn and 7 and 8 and. Don't forget to look up. Weight is on that left foot when you're done with all these turns. Let's do it. The whole 8 counts. We just did the booty roll. Weight is on that right foot. Ball, walk, walk. Pardon me. 7, 8, and 1. Mambo right. Step back and point quarter with a prep and half, 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 half. Did you do it? All right. The thumbs up I've got is from previous. Let's just remove the preview. There we go. Let's do it one more time with the counts. So, weight is on the right foot. Ball, walk, walk. 7, 8, and 1. Mambo right. 3 and 4 and 5. 6 and 7 and 8 and 1. Okay, you haven't learned the 1, but I'll let you know. We'll add that on just so that you get the feeling, because you're in the middle of a turn. You got all this power from the turn. So once you do your last half turn, you're facing 9 o'clock on that left foot. You're going to do another quarter turn into a right lunge. But again, it's not a nightclub, so it's not like, oh, we don't have all the time in the world to lunge. But you're going to lunge for 1. You're going to recover onto that left foot into a figure 4 half turn over your right shoulder. Boom. Woo. That was poorly demonstrated. So, lunge. When you recover, you turn back over that right shoulder. So, maybe it will look something like this. Quarter, half, 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 lunge, half. And again, if you don't want to turn that much, you do quarter, half, half, lunge, half. So be careful a little bit with that lunge, because if you really get into it, it can be quite hard to turn over your right shoulder. So kind of hold yourself back a little bit. Because I at least tend to, when I lunge, I want to go, oh, I do want to go this way. Never mind. Let's just take it from the top. Roll those hips. Let me know how you're doing. If there's anything you need to do again. Russell, I don't want to hear that you need to do the booty rolls. All right. So, roll the hips or body roll. Right foot leading. 7, 8. It's 1, 2, side, 3, back, back, half lunge. Ripple, just 7 and step, lock 1. Boogie. 3 and mambo, 4 and point, 5, shimmy, 6 and booty, 7, walk, walk, and 1. Mambo right, 3 and 4 and point. Turn, quarter, half, 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 quarter, half. Hey Baptiste, we are 3/4 away into the dance, so I hope you pick up fast. Your young brain, I'm sure, will. Let's do this again with the counts. Right foot leading, 7, 8, roll 1, 2, 3 and 4, launch 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2. Let's try it again. And slow myself, see if I can slow myself down. But I think this is pretty much the pace. But when you hear the music, you'll be thinking that it can't be that fast, because it's quite a nice feel. But it is. A little bit slower. Sorry about that. 7, 8, roll 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Walk 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2. Okay. Give me some thumbs up, or again, sad smileys or angry smileys or whatever if it's not working for you. I noticed, and I actually do know this, I tend to, after all the turning, when I go into that lunge, to kind of do it as a lean, lift the heel a little bit, because that helps me get into that figure 4. All right. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Got loads of thumbs up. No angry smileys this time, or sad smileys. So we just did 1, 2. Steps are simple, but again, lots of syncopations. Side, cross, side, rock, cross. So it's 1, 2, 3, step right to the right side, cross left over, and side rock cross, 4 and 5 and 6. You're going to do a Monterey half turn. So you're going to do point, turn. So that's 5 and 6. Fast jazz box. And 7 and 8. It says in the step sheet on that 8, step forward. But because we're moving to the diagonal on the new wall, I tend to kind of go a little bit, not fully crossed in front, but a little bit cross. And then you just kind of keep that angle that you got from the cross. All right. Cool. Rebecca's in the house. We are okay. So let's do these last 8 counts. We pretend we did all our turny bits. We're facing the 9 o'clock wall. Weight is on the left foot. We're going to do a quarter lunge into a half turn over the right shoulder with the right foot. 7, 8, lunge. 1, 2, side. 3, cross, side, rock, cross, point, turn. Jazz box with the cross. Okay? Okay. Let's do this again. And then one more time with the counts. So quarter lunge, 7, 8. It's 1, turn, 2. Side, cross, side, rock, cross, point, turn, jazz, box, and step. All right. And just to give you guys a little breather, and if Annika's still here for the cats, because they finally calmed down, that's where they are, just hanging about. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, one more time with the counts. Judith, I can't even speak anymore. Judith, wow. Judith, that was really hard to say. I'm loving you because you've given me loads of feedback. So thank you. So let's do this one more time with the counts. From our quarter lunge, I just want to make sure with the delay and all that you still got the floor. Yep. Good. So quarter lunge, 7, 8. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So technically, or almost, no breathing on these last 8 counts. Let's just do it one more time with the counts. Lunge, quarter turn, 7, 8, lunge, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And that's the end of the dance. We only got one little surprise. But first, let's do it all the way from the top. All right. Gotta go over here. Roll the hips, step the right foot diagonally forward. 7, 8, roll 1, 2, side, 3, back, back, half, lunge, ripple, 6, 7, step, lock, and 1, 2, boogie, 3, and mambo, 4, and point, 5, shimmy, 6, booty, 7, 8, and walk, 1, mambo, 3, and 4, back, point, turn, quarter, roll, 7, and 8, lunge, 1, half, side, cross, side, rock, cross, Monterey, jazz, 7, and 8. All right. One more time with the counts. I gotta remember to breathe. Ooh, thumbs up. 7, 8, roll 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. Boogie, 3, and mambo, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, walk, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right, while I'm catching my breath, I can catch my breath. Let me know how you doing. Letting the video catch up. Wow, I really can't speak today. Okay. We are going to practice wall number 2 in just a second. Yeah, let's just do it. You guys are professionals. I got Birgit with me. Awesome. Cool. All right, there we go. So, wall number 2. Now I gotta think myself a little around. I have to move to the left, so I have to be here. So, we did our jazz box. And 7, and 8. Step diagonally right forward. 7, 8. Roll 1, 2, side, 3, back, back, and lunge. Ripple, jazz, 7, and collect, step, lock, 2, boogie, and mambo with a point, and a shimmy, and booty, booty. Let's do that one more time. These 16 counts. Roll with the hip. 7, 8, it's 1, 2, 3, back, back, and lunge. Roll. Jazz, quarter, turn, step, lock, boogie, 3, and mambo, 4, and point, 5, shimmy, 7, 8, and walk 1, mambo right, 3 and 4, and point right with the prep. Here's all your turns, so excuse me. Prep, and 7, and 8, and lunge, half turn 2, side cross, side rock, cross, point, turn, jazz, 7 and 8. All right, so the last half one more time, which is, I'm going to step back a little bit, after your shimmy, booty, booty, ball walk, 7, 8, and 1, 2, mambo, 3 and 4, point, prep, 6 and 7 and 8, and lunge, half, 3, side rock, cross, and point, half, and jazz, box, boom. Alright, now, I gotta be honest with you, because it's not what's written in the step sheet, but I can feel that this is what I've been doing for many years. So just ignore what I'm doing and remember what I've said to do. Once we've done the cross, side, rock, cross, I have a tendency when we do the Monterey to kind of go up on my toes, but that requires an extra half count. So then the counting will be 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and that was still the same count, so that's not right. Katie, if you get dizzy, don't forget, you can always do quarter, half, half, instead of 4 halves. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and that's kind of what I tend to do. So the real count, according to the step sheet, is 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. I'm only saying this, I'm not saying that you should replace the steps. I'm just saying it because when the music plays, it's bound to happen. And then it will be, for me, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and you can still make it. But it is not what is set in the step sheet. Let's do wall number 2 all the way through. With the counts, roll the hips, 7, 8, roll 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, boogie, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, walk, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Yeah, so if anyone is feeling like Katie and they're dizzy, remember, after you've done your point, quarter, you can even variate through the walls. So do one wall with the full, all the turns, and then the next wall you're like, I need a break. You just do quarter, half, half, quarter, half. Okay? Because it is a lot of turns. Let's do it. 2 walls. Actually, 2.5 wall. We might as well practice this straight away because then I think we're pretty ready for music. So on wall number 3, you do the steps. You do the first 16 counts. So you do it up until your booty roll. 7, 8, and you're facing this way. And in the step sheet, it's written as the whole weight is evenly distributed, but because normally you would do a ball step, I would add that ball step into it here. But what we're gonna do is a jazz box quarter turn. So add that ball if you need to, and 1 and 2 and. So just like the ending, but with a quarter turn basically. So roll 7, 8 and 1, restart and cyclone, boom. Okay? So let's try and do 2 full walls and wall number 3 with our little tag into a restart, and then I think we're good to go with the music. Hey Evelyn! Here's your hip roll. Right foot leading. 7, 8, roll 1, 2, side 3 and 4 and 5, ripple. 7 and 8 and lock. Boogie. 3 and mambo. 4 and 5. Shimmy. 6, 7, 8. Walk. 1, 2. Mambo. 3. Back point with the right. Prep. 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Hip roll. I'm going to do the version 2, 3 with less turns and 5, 6, 7 step, lock and 1, boogie, 3, mambo, 4 and 5, shimmy, 6, 7, 8 and walk, walk, 3, back point and 5, roll, 7 and 8, launch, 1, 2, 3 and 4, Monterey, 6, 7 and 8, roll, 1, 2, wall, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 step, block and 1, 2, boogie, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, here's your jazz box quarter turn and 1, restart and 1, 2. Alright, whew, I'm out of breath now. Alright, so once the feed catches up, let me know how you're doing. Meanwhile, I can talk a little bit about Rachel. What's there to say? No, what I want to say is I did ask her if it was okay if I taught Cyclone, but she's been super busy with Digital Dance Weekend this weekend, so I haven't heard back from her. Sorry, Rachel. I of course hope that it's okay. What I do want to say is, like I said, with Come Alive, Rachel has her Vimeo channel where she does demos of a lot of hers and other people's dances. And if you want the choreographer's tips and tricks, she does very thorough walkthroughs, and she's done one on Cyclone as well, and you can rent it. I think it's like $1 or something to rent, or in Danish, omkring 7 kroner to rent for 24 hours. Or you can purchase the video for, I don't know, $4, $5 maybe. So it's always there. Okay, I have a kitty crawling around. We'll see if the camera stays. I'm sorry in advance. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that just didn't need to dance it 3+ times. That's okay, we should have time to do that. I'm already a sweaty mess, so who cares how many times we dance it. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that Rachel actually does have a very thorough walkthrough on her channel. Go check it out if you feel like you need just those little extra tips and tricks. So the dance is called Cyclone by Rachel McEnany and Deborah Seike, and the music is called Cyclone as well. I'm gonna not have it super loud the first time because I have a feeling, at least for a couple walls, it will be helpful if I count you guys through it. If not, and I'm just the annoying person who counts, then I'm sorry. And roll. 1, 2, 3 and 4 6, jazz, 7 and 8, step 1, boogie, 3 and 4 and 5, shimmy, 6, roll, 7, 8, walk, 1, 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 6 and 7 and 8, roll, 1, walk, 3, 1, yes, step 1, boogie, 3 and 4 and use your jazz butts, and 1 and hit, roll, 1, 3 and 4 and 5, yes, and 8 and 1, boogie, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, roll off, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and front, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and roll, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, boogie and 3 and 4 and walk, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3 and Monterey and 6 and 7 and 8, 2, 5, yes, 7 and 8, step 1, 2, boogie, 1, mambo, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 and 1, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, dribble, step 1, alright, how'd you guys do? So as you can probably tell, it's quite fast, even though the music feels a little bit chilled. Okay. I'm frozen on my screen. Am I still there on yours? Let's see if I'm still here. Okay, I got clapping hands. I can't see myself. I might just try, even though it's going to feel like I'm dancing in the dark, to see if this helps with the lights. Still there. Yay! Because I can see because of the shadows of the lights, the camera kind of adjusts itself. No, that's very dark. Let's try and put it here instead. That was the wrong one. Okay. Let's see how this. I caught one turn for my first time doing this dance. That's okay. Alright. I need to move just around a little bit. We're going to play the music 1 or 2 more times. I just want to see how the shadows are. Might not be so dark anymore. Yeah, because the camera tends to adjust. The music is super cool. That's better. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm hoping it won't flicker too much because the camera tends to adjust depending on where under the lights you are. So I'm sorry if it kind of goes in and out. It's a self-adjusting thing. I am sweating body. It's we've got, which is quite good because I just came home from holiday, and we actually expected to come home to like cold fall weather, but we got like a second coming, almost Indian summer, so we got like 25 degrees today. So yeah, it's very rare that I ask for AC, but I wouldn't mind having it right now. Let's do it again. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit, and I'll cue you a little bit, but not as much as before. Fast feet, good luck. Cyclone, lunge, ripple, Walk, walk. Mambo. Breath. Sir. Lunge. Roll. Boogie. Shimmy. And walk. Mambo. Arms are right. Roll. Here's your wall three. Step up. Boogie. Old jazz quarter turn. And 1 and 2. Roll 1. Quarter lunge. Jazz. Step up. Boogie. Shimmy. And walk.
Shorty got looks, shorty got class, shorty got hips, shorty got ass. When you hit the stage, she drop it down low like a rap. This is crazy, it's amazing. Must be the way the lady. She moves her body like a cyclone. Maybe you wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. She moves her body like a cyclone. Maybe you wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. Moves her body like a cyclone.
Last ball.
Maybe you wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. The mighty cyclone.
Alright. And then let me know how you're doing here after the second repetition. We do have time to do it one more time. I just have a hair on my arm I need to get away. So, catch your breath. Awesome. So, once again, if you came in late, the dance is called Cyclone, choreographed by Rachel McEnany and Deborah Seike. Super cool West Coast swing dance. If you weren't there from the beginning, you can always rewatch it. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube, or you can go to Rachel's channel and have a look at her teaching it. Either way, I'm going to play the music one more time if you want to. If not, you can just watch me being a sweaty mess. Here we go. Last time. And then I'm going to sign off and leave you in the hands of Haley Wheatley, who's going to come on next. Alright, here we go. Last time. I'm just going to let you know about the tack, and that's all I'm going to say. Here's your hip roll.
She moves her body like a cyclone. She make me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. She moves her body like a cyclone. She moves her body like a cyclone. She make me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. Look at that pepper on the back of that bumper. She ain't even playing with shaking that rubber. You don't know she's lower than the muffler. With the girlfriend, she'll stop her with the hustler. When she move her body, she must see the Maserati. Wanna put it on me, show me the tsunami. Make it hard to copy, I can never stop me. She got her entourage and her own paparazzi. Then she go again, riding through the stormy weather. Let it button up if you wanna get with her. It's what it is, everybody wanna love her. When she pop a floor, you better run for cover. You move your body like a cyclone. And she made me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn the spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. She moves her body like a cyclone. Maybe you wanna got ass when you hit the stage. She drop it down low like a rap. This is crazy, it's amazing, must be the way the lady. She moves her body like a cyclone, make me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. She moves her body like a cyclone. Make me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. Moves her body like a cyclone.
Let's go.
Make me wanna do it all night long. Going hard when the turn spotlight's on. Moves her body like a cyclone. The mighty cyclone.
Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in. Whew. That was hard. Like I said, I'll leave you in the hands of Haley now. You just got a couple minutes. Grab a drink, catch your breath, and get ready. I'll see you next week.